Okay, whether my screen is visible to all?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible, visible both.
Hello? Okay, so we will start with the lecture. Am I audible now? Audumbar?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have seen the just basic concept about this corporation. Corporation means what? Then what are the key features of corporation? That points we have seen. And after that, we have seen what are the various theories in the literature of the relation between the corporation and the social responsibilities. Okay, so for establishing the relationship between the corporation and social responsibility, various theories were used. As per the theory, some people are agreeing that corporations do have social responsibility, whereas some theories, they are not agreeing that corporations have social responsibility. So as per them, the social responsibility, it is the task of the government and it is not task of the corporation. Okay, so that is the thing that we have to consider. Now, next points we have to see that we have started with this model of corporate social responsibility. So there are 4 layers in this corporate social responsibility model, and that 4 layers are Okay, so these 4 layers are there in this Carroll's 4-pole model of corporate social responsibility. Okay, so these points we have discussed. Initially, 3 layers we have discussed in the previous lecture. Okay, economic responsibility. So corporates have economic responsibility because they have to satisfy the need of their stakeholders or need of their shareholders. So that's why this economic responsibility is there. So related to this point, this description we have seen. Okay. So 4-pole model, economic responsibility. Kunakunasati asti economic responsibility. So that economic responsibility is for the employees. It is there for the shareholders as well as it is there for giving the best product to the customers. मग economically सगळ्या गोष्टी असल्याशिवाय that point or that responsibility cannot be fulfilled. Okay, so that is the first layer, or we can say this is the foundation. So I think for A and B division, for both the divisions, we have seen these first 3 layers. Okay, and this 4th one, it is only remaining. Okay, so economic responsibility is related with the economic base for any कॉर्पोरेशन. इकॉनॉमिकली स्ट्रॉंग असल्याशिवाय पुढच्या कुठल्या गोष्टी होऊ शकत नाहीत. आता हा जर लेअर तुम्ही बघितला तर ऑब्विसली whatever is there at the foundation that is having the highest priority, whatever is there at the above that is having less as compared to the first, and again whatever is there above that, likewise its weightage, it goes on decreasing. Okay, so that is the concept of this particular 4-pole model. So Carroll has generated this model for social responsibility. Okay, so next, this 4th model, it is only remaining, so that just we will see. Just wait 1 minute. Okay, so this 4th model or 4th layer, that is philanthropic responsibility. So that we will see today. Before that, if we have to revise these previous 3 layers, economic responsibilities is responsible for economical aspect, legal responsibility that deals with whatever are the legal aspects of that corporation, it should be satisfied. Then ethical responsibilities, that is expected by society, that though it is not compulsion or though it is not compiled by that ethics, or though it is not compiled by the government, still ethical responsibilities should be handled. Okay, so that 3 points are there. Then this philanthropic responsibility we will discuss today. So are you clear with this basic 3 layers? See, there was some disturbance initially because of internet. Please try to focus now. Economic responsibility, legal responsibility and ethical responsibility समजल्यात का सगळ्यांना? हे काय? This is the model. This is the model generated by Carroll. So name of the scientist is Carroll, and he has given the model to describe the nature of corporate social responsibility. So based on this, the question can be also asked as, in 2 ways the question can be asked. Explain the model of corporate social responsibility, or it can be also asked as, explain the nature of corporate social responsibility. So what is the nature of corporate social responsibility? To explain the nature of corporate social responsibility also, this model you have to explain. It is 4-layer model given by Carroll in 1979, and this model is explaining what 4 responsibilities that has to be considered to explain the social responsibility of the corporation. Okay, हे 3 पहिले basic layer समजल्यात का सगळ्यांना? Is it clear? These 3 layers of this model? Yes, please give the answer.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Now this fourth we will discuss philanthropic responsibility. So the word philanthropic, that is basically Greek word. So we will see its explanation. Simply मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं philanthropic चा अर्थ काय होतो की जे सगळ्यांच्या कल्याणासाठी असतं किंवा ज्याच्यातून सगळ्यांचं चांगलं होतं, that is called as the philanthropy. Means its basic objective is for well-being of all the human beings. मग त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड काय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आहेत, that points also we have to see, so that we will discuss from this particular PDF. Okay, so just a minute. So here also there are notes of this chapter number 3. So whatever points we have discussed in the same sequence, the explanation it is given. So first, the nature of corporate social responsibility. So this model it is given. Again, economic responsibility, legal responsibility, ethical responsibility, and fourth one it is philanthropic responsibility. Okay, so we will see one by one. So philanthropic, so the pyramid like structure it is there, and for that pyramid structure the fourth level it is the philanthropic responsibility. So this philanthropy, that is basically this Greek word. Philanthropy means, the actual meaning of philanthropy it is the love of all the fellow human, means which is good for all the human beings, or the love for all the fellow human, the love for all the fellow human, that is the basic meaning of this philanthropy word. So which is for well-being of all the human beings, that is called as the philanthropy. मग philanthropic responsibility मध्ये काय येतं, along with economic, legal, ethical, this philanthropic responsibility is obviously related with welfare of all the human being. So human being are given of more importance, आणि सगळ्या ह्युमन बीइंगच्या चांगल्यासाठी जे काही एक्सपेक्टेड आहे, that corporations are supposed to act. Okay, that is the meaning of this philanthropic responsibility. So we have discussed philanthropy means the love for all the human being. By using this idea in business context, the model incorporates activities that are within the corporations, and these are certain to improve the quality of life of the employees, local communities, and ultimately society in general. म्हणजे ओव्हरऑल मनुष्य जातीसाठी किंवा सगळ्या ह्युमन बीइंग साठी, फॉर इम्प्रूव्हिंग देअर स्टँडर्ड ऑफ लिव्हिंग, फॉर इम्प्रूव्हिंग देअर ऑल फायनान्शियल एस्पेक्ट, फॉर देअर ओव्हरऑल डेव्हलपमेंट, whatever it is good, that is expected to be done by considering this philanthropic responsibility. That is the basic concept of this philanthropic responsibility. Then this aspect of CSR addresses a great variety of issues. कुठले कुठले इश्यू आपण याच्यामध्ये कन्सिडर करू शकतो, including the things such as charitable donations. So बऱ्याच वेळा आपण donation देतो for various charities. The donations are given. Giving donation for that charity, that comes under the philanthropic responsibility of that corporation. The building of the facilities for employees, for their families, support for all local schools, or sponsoring of all the sports events. म्हणजे आता जे काही जनरली सोशल वर्क मध्ये जे काही येतात गोष्टी, म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला जे काही प्रॉफिट होतं त्यातून तुम्ही सोशल ऍक्टिव्हिटीज केल्या पाहिजेत, तुम्ही अनाथ आश्रमांना निधी द्यायला पाहिजेत, you should give donations for the poor people, you should do something which is good for all the human being. म्हणजे जनरली एक मानवतेचा विचार करून ज्या ज्या गोष्टी करायला हव्यात, that is expected to be done by the corporation, and that responsibility is called as the philanthropic responsibility. Okay, so for the giving facilities for families of the employee, giving sponsorship for all the sports events, or giving sponsorship for the local school. तर तुमच्या गावामध्ये एखादा सोशल उपक्रम काही चालू असेल then your corporation has to give some donation for that particular school, like that. All that aspects comes under this philanthropic responsibility. Okay, so that are the 4 responsibilities mentioned in this CSR model. Okay, so that question can be asked in the exam. Explain the CSR model. So you have to draw that 4 layers diagram and you have to explain the each point one by one. Okay, so then this model already we have discussed. Pyramid-like structure. Economic is the first layer. Legal, it is second. Then ethical, that is third. And this philanthropic responsibilities, that is the 4th layer. Okay, so this is required by society. This is also required, means these 2 things are compulsory. And these next 2 things are not compulsory, but they are expected to be done. So that are the 4 layers of the CSR. Okay, so are you clear with the concept of CSR and its layers? Shall we start with the next point? Because this is very important point in this chapter. Corporate social responsibility. ह्या 4 layerच्या helpनी we have to explain. Okay, so that is the meaning of this CSR model. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, Audumbar, is it clear? CSR model? Can you explain it in the exam if it is asked? This diagram and that explanation you have to write. Now, related to this CSR, the one more point we have to discuss, and that is the outcome of the CSR. आता हे corporate social responsibility आपण म्हणतो. आता ह्याच्या आधी एक point आहे actually, but we will take that point later. As just now we have seen the model of CSR. In continuation with that, we will discuss this. What are the outcome of this corporate social responsibility? आपण बघितलं आता की in the literature of this CSR and corporation, corporation ची social responsibility आहे का नाही? In that generation, when 2 points were discussed, that yes, they have the responsibility and they don't have. And when it was approved that corporations are having social responsibility, then this model was designed, and now we have to discuss what are the outcomes of social, or what are the outcomes of this CSR. Means when it was agreed that corporations are having social responsibility and this model was designed, ह्याचे outcome काय मिळाले? That we have to see. Okay, so now we have to see the outcomes of corporate social responsibility. So first outcome of the corporate social responsibility model was social policies. आता जर हे CSR model standard आहे and it is known to the particular corporations that these 4 layers you have to consider, or by considering these 4 layers you have to decide your social responsibilities, or these 4 layers you have to refer to understand what is your social responsibility, and accordingly you have to formulate some policies, or accordingly you have to formulate some basic rules in your corporation. The CSR model, because of this CSR model, what happened first? There was formation of some social policies. A model bagun corporations, they have understood that they have some social responsibilities, and accordingly first outcome got, that is the formulation of social policies. Corporation ni त्यांच्या काही social policies तयार केल्या. That is the first outcome. So corporate social policies stating the company's value, beliefs and goals with regard to its social environment. So what are their social responsibilities? They understood and they formed some social policy. And for example, काय social policy form केल्या त्यांनी? For example, most major firms now include social objectives in their vision mission statement and corporate policies, and some corporations also have more explicit goals and target in relation to social issues. Okay, so what the policies, कुठल्या social policies? पहिल्यांदा अर्थ अजून एकदा समजून घ्या. कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मॉडेल मुळे पहिला आउटकम काय मिळालं? that various corporations have come up with their social policies. So in their working, in their vision, mission statement, in their overall organization process, they have included the social policies. In their vision, mission statement, they included some social aspect. Again, they have included the social aspects in their goal and target. म्हणजे vision मध्ये, mission मध्ये, किंवा ओव्हरऑल ज्या काही कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट आहेत, in all that some social policies the corporations have included. That is the first outcome of this CSR model, or that is the first outcome of this corporate social responsibility concept. Then second outcome, so I will write here, this is the first outcome. Then second outcome is social programs. Because of this CSR model and after understanding what is the corporate responsibility expected to be followed by corporations, second outcome got, that is social programs were organized by the corporations. Okay, so that is the second outcome. Specific social programs of activities, measures and instruments implemented to achieve the social policy. So some social programs were organized by the corporations. For example, many firms implemented programs to manage their environmental impacts based around the environmental management system. So for understanding the importance of the environment, or what is our role for maintaining the environmental properly, for explaining that some social programs were organized by that corporations. Okay, so it includes the measures and instruments that facilitate the auditing of the environmental performance. Okay, so as per the ISO norms, the environmental aspects are also चेक. म्हणजे आता प्रत्येक कंपन्यामध्ये आयएसओचं ऑडिट होतं. आयएसओ ऑडिट मध्ये बऱ्याच वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टी चेक केल्या जातात, रिलेटेड टू द क्वालिटी, related to the maintenance of that instruments, calibration of the instrument. Similarly, after understanding this CSR, many corporations have included environmental performance aspect also in their ISO audit. किंवा आता बऱ्याच ठिकाणी स्पेसिफिक ऑडिट कंडक्ट केले जातात, ग्रीन टीम ऑडिट और एन्व्हायरमेंटल ऑडिट, or it is also called as how much electricity you are consuming. तुमचे इलेक्ट्रिकल कंझम्पशन एका ठराविक क्षमतेपेक्षा जास्त आहे का. Similarly, whether your corporation is not affecting negatively on the environment, त्याला म्हणतात एन्व्हायरमेंट परफॉर्मन्स. म्हणजे ऑब्वियसली एखादा जर तुमच्या कंपनीच्या प्रोडक्ट मधून if some harmful gases are produced, or if some things are produced which are not friendly for the environment, and because of that the various layers of the environments are collapsed, then in that case that we can say that environmental performance of that particular company, it is not good. So CSR मुळे the corporations have understood their social responsibility, and as a part of their social responsibility, by considering the environment performance as an important aspect, that point they have added in their ISO checklist. Okay, so that is the social programs. That social programs, various social programs are also organized by the corporations to explain the importance of their social responsibility. Okay, so that is the second outcome. Then third outcome, it is social impacts. So social impacts can be traced by looking at concentrate changes in the corporation has achieved through the programs implemented in any period. Obviously, this is frequently the most difficult to achieve since much data on social impact is sought. So what was its impact on the overall society? That also we have to consider. Okay, so as the various policies were invented for the employees, then the environmental care was taken just to make your environment safe during because of the corporation. The environment should not be polluted, or some important points were also come as an outcome of that it has the policies had aimed at benefiting the local school. आता ह्या सगळे जे काही आउटकम आपल्याला वरती मिळाले त्या आउटकमचा ऑब्विसली सोशल इम्पॅक्ट काय असणार आहे? इट इज इम्पॅक्ट ऑर इट हॅज इम्पॅक्टेड व्हेरी पॉझिटिव्हली ऑन द सोसायटी. त्यामुळे सोसायटीचा बराच फायदा झाला बिकॉज ऑफ दिस CSR, because various companies or various corporations try to relate the things whatever is this corporate social responsibility model. Because of that model, the corporations have understood what is their role in the social responsibilities, or what is their role in the welfare of the society, that they have understood. That's why they have prepared some social policies for company employee, some policies for customers, some policies they have implemented for the stakeholders also. And because of that, the relative particular related people, they were benefited. That is first impact. Then various social programs were organized by that corporations to understand or to make the people aware about their social responsibilities. Again, the environmental performance like this, environment performance, or to keep the environment safe, that is also the responsibility. And to make its impact on the real working, that environment performance point, it was added in the ISO checklist for the various companies. And ह्याच्यामुळे obviously third outcome काय मिळाले आपल्याला? ह्याचा social impact जो आहे, that social impact has been very improved. काय झालं त्याच्यामुळे? Charitable trusts, that donation, it was given. So like this, whatever are the organizations who are working for the society, that organizations or that charities got benefited. The local level working people for society, they got benefited. That is first outcome that we got. Again, the another outcomes in that we can see that, benefiting of local schools can be examined literally through the literacy rate and exam grades. Environmental policies तयार केल्यामुळं पोल्युशन डेटा जो आहे त्याच्यामध्ये सिग्निफिकंटली इम्प्रूव्हमेंट झाली. एम्प्लॉई वेलफेअर पॉलिसीज मुळे employee satisfaction was increased, and again the retention ratio of the employees was also increased. Okay, so एखाद्या कंपनी मध्ये एखाद्या एम्प्लॉई किती वर्ष सलग काम करतो ह्याला म्हणतात एम्प्लॉई रिटेन्शन, म्हणजे किती दिवस तो टिकून राहतो. If frequently the employees are leaving, that means they are not satisfied and there is some problem in the working of that particular corporation. Like that, it is general assumption. त्यामुळं that employee retention value should be very good for any organization. मग employee साठी welfare policies form केल्यामुळं employee satisfaction was increased and they were happy by the services whatever are given by the corporations, and they were more retained for that particular organization. Okay, again they got benefit because of understanding the economical responsibilities. That care was taken, and means whatever is the worth for the employees that has been given, means they got benefit in terms of economic also. Okay, so that is the outcomes of this CSR. Okay, so that is the point that we have to understand. If the question it is asked, what are the outcome of the CSR? Obviously, whatever will be the outcome of CSR, that is obviously beneficial for the society only. The CSR madun, obviously there will not be anything produced which is not beneficial for the society. Obviously, societyचा त्याच्यामधून फायदा झालेला आहे. Because of this CSR model, the corporations understood their social aspects and it has benefited to all the stakeholders of that corporations. Okay, so that point is there in the outcome of that CSR. Okay, now another point related to the CSR we have to consider here, that is CSR and strategy. So when we say the corporate social responsibility, what things are included or what 4 strategies we can say, which 4 strategies are there in the corporate social responsibility. आता आपण जे बघितले ते 4 लेयर बघितले. That 4 layers are explaining the responsibility of the corporation by considering the 4 different aspects. But here the concept is different. Here we have to see what are the 4 strategies. Okay, so we will just see the background. The idea of corporate social responsibility conceptualizes the more strategic and the processional aspects of CSR, and in now corporations actively respond to the social concerns and explanation. So this Frederick defines the corporate social responsiveness. Okay, so what are the various strategies in which the corporations can give response? Response means what? For anything, how they can give reply or how they can react. That is the meaning of this corporate social responsiveness. So they can act in a 4 ways. Corporations can act in 4 ways, and that is also called as 4 strategies for corporate social responsiveness. Okay, so that 4 strategies we have to see. Corporate social responsiveness refers to capacity of corporation to respond for social pressure. So if some social responsibility is there given for that corporation, in what way they can respond. Respond म्हणजे काय, कुठल्या पद्धतीने ते त्या गोष्टीला प्रतिसाद देऊ शकतात. मग जसं CSR मॉडेल मध्ये 4 लेयर आहेत, तसंच as per the literature there are 4 strategies and those are given by this Frederick, and he has explained that in what way or in which 4 ways the corporation can be responsive whenever any social pressure is given to them. म्हणजे एखादी social responsibility जर एखाद्या corporationला दिली तर how they can respond. So they can respond it in 4 ways. Okay, म्हणजे चांगल्या पद्धतीने ते रिस्पॉन्स देऊ शकतात social responsibility accept करून, किंवा they can deny to that social responsibility and they can have the negative response. Okay, so like that it is the basic concept, but technically we have to see what are the 4 ways of corporate social responsiveness. Okay, meaning समजून घ्या. ह्या पॉइंट मध्ये आपल्याला काय बघायचंय की कॉर्पोरेशनला जर एखादं सोशल प्रेशर दिलं किंवा if some social responsibility is given to the corporation, they can give response for that social responsibility in 4 ways, and that 4 strategies we have to see, and that 4 strategies are reaction, defense, accommodation and proaction. 4 strategies are reaction, defense, accommodation and proaction. Okay, so first strategy we will see. So this can be also asked as the MCQ. So what are the 4 strategies of the corporation social responsiveness? So understand the meaning or difference between 2 words. CSR was corporate social responsibilities, and here we are seeing what are the 4 strategies for corporate social responsiveness. Responsibility म्हणजे जबाबदारी आणि रिस्पॉन्सिव्हनेस म्हणजे कुठल्या पद्धतीने ते त्याला प्रतिसाद देऊ शकतात, or how they can act upon any social pressure. So there are 4 ways. First way it is reaction. Reaction मध्ये काय होतं? The corporation denies any responsibility for social issue. For example, claiming that they are responsibility of the government, or by arguing that corporations is not to blame. म्हणजे एखादी जर सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कॉर्पोरेशनला दिली तर रिएक्शन मध्ये काय होतं? Whether it is accepted or it is denied. Yes, at least give me that answer. पहिला रिस्पॉन्स आहे रिएक्शन. मग ह्या रिस्पॉन्स मध्ये काय सांगितलंय बघा, whether the corporations are accepting their responsibilities or they are not accepting that responsibilities. Yes, tell me. As per description here. Yes, tell that answer. In that reaction strategy, whether the corporations are accepting their social responsibility or they are not accepting. Yes, Meenakshi. They are accepting or not? Reaction here response मध्ये काय आहे सांगा मला. Corporations are accepting their responsibility or not? Whether they are accepting their social responsibility or they are denying. Yes, Vaishnavi. Hello. Vaishnavi Deshmukh is there?
Not accepting.
Yes, okay. So in the first response, they are not accepting their social responsibility. They say that the social responsibility is the task of the government, or that responsibility is part of the government and we are not responsible for that. Our basic aim is to increase our profit. Mag reaction मध्ये they are not accepting their responsibility. So I am making here cross mark. Then next is defense. Defense मध्ये काय होतं? The corporation admits the responsibility but fights it, doing the very least that seems to be required. Hence the corporation may adopt an approach based mainly on the superficial public relation rather than the positive action. The reaction, पहिल्या reaction strategy मध्ये काय होतं? They are totally not accepting, means they are denying. They are denying for that. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so in this, the second पहिल्या aspect मध्ये बघा, reaction मध्ये they are totally disagreeing that they have any social responsibility. In second, as strategy, that is defense, they agrees, they admit the responsibility, means they accept their responsibility but not completing it as per the expected level. That is the second approach. पहिल्यामध्ये पूर्ण ते रिजेक्ट करतात. In second approach, they accept that it is their responsibility, but they perform very least, means they respond to it very in very poor way, or फक्त त्यांनी accept केलेला आहे, but they are not giving to the whatever is required for accepting that particular responsibility. Means formally they are doing something by considering that their social responsibility. That is second approach. म्हणजे इथं रिजेक्ट ही केलेलं नाहीये, पण ती रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पूर्णपणे समजून घेऊन त्याच्यासाठी जे काही एक्सपेक्टेड स्टेप्स आहेत त्यांच्याकडून, that steps they have not done. That is the second approach or second strategy, defense. Then third, it is accommodation. Okay, in this aspect, the corporation accepts the responsibilities and does what is demanded of it by relevant groups. Okay, so accommodation मध्ये काय होतं, they accept the responsibilities and they do whatever it is demanded by that particular responsibility. Okay, ह्याच्यामध्ये I can write here. I will not make cross, but just I will keep it somewhat short. That they have accepted, but up to the mark, whatever is expected, that is not done. Accommodation मध्ये काय, they accept it and do appropriate things whatever are required to be done by them. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुमच्या कंपनीचं एखादं प्रोडक्ट आहे त्याच्यामुळे पोल्युशन होत असेल, तर पहिल्या अप्रोच मध्ये काय होतं की यू टोटली रिजेक्ट की पोल्युशन होणे किंवा पोल्युशन न होऊ देणे ही माझी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नाही. दॅट इज फर्स्ट स्ट्रॅटेजी इन विच द कॉर्पोरेशन कॅन बिहेव, रिएक्शन, नॉट ऍक्सेप्टिंग इट. मग करेक्टिव्ह ऍक्शनचा काय प्रश्नच येत नाही. सेकंड मध्ये काय होतं की तुम्ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आहे हे ऍग्री करता, you admit that not generating the pollution or not producing pollution is your responsibility, पण just ते agree होणं असतं, पण त्याच्यावरती जे काही करेक्टिव्ह स्टेप्स तुम्ही घ्यायला पाहिजे त्या 100% घेतल्या जात नाहीत. थोडंफार तुम्ही काहीतरी त्याच्यावर just as a formality you are taking some action. That is second approach, defense. Third is accommodation. Accommodation म्हणजे काय, you accept the responsibility and you do all the things whatever are expected to be done by you. मग पोल्युशन होते, मान्य आहे, पोल्युशन न होऊ देणे ही तुमची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आहे. Accordingly you make some changes in your production process and you confirm that there is no any pollution because of your product. That is the third approach, accommodation approach. आणि fourth approach म्हणजे काय, proaction. Proaction म्हणजे proactiveness. So I will explain what is the meaning of that proactive. Just first we will see that proaction part. The corporation seeks to go beyond the industry norms and anticipates future expectations by doing more than what is expected. आता दोन टाइपची माणसं असतात, ऍक्टिव्ह आणि प्रोएक्टिव्ह. ऍक्टिव्ह मीन्स व्हॉट, की समजा आता तुम्हाला एखादं काम सांगितलं तर जेवढं सांगितलंय तेवढंच तुम्ही कराल, त्याच्यात काय तुम्ही डिनाय करणार नाही. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ऍज द ऍक्टिव्ह पर्सन. प्रोएक्टिव्हनेस म्हणजे काय, की जे सांगितलेलं आहे ते करून, ते पर्टिक्युलर काम करून त्यात ऍडिशनली तुम्ही मनाने काहीतरी करता, विच इज अगेन फॉर बेटरमेंट ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोडक्ट. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जर कोणी सांगितलं एखादी गोष्ट घेऊन ये, तर ऍक्टिव्ह पर्सन काय करतो, ही इज ब्रिंगिंग इट प्रॉम्प्टली. प्रोएक्टिव्हनेस मीन्स व्हॉट, त्याच्याबरोबर जर काही अजून तुम्हाला चांगलं मिळालं त्याच पर्टिक्युलर कामासाठी तर तुम्ही मनाने ते घेता. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज प्रोएक्टिव्हनेस. अँड ऑलवेज दॅट वर्ड इट इज यूज रिलेटेड टू द कंपनी. कॅन्डिडेट कडून ज्या काही एक्सपेक्टेशन असतात कंपनीच्या, त्याच्यामध्ये काय सांगितलेलं असतं की कॅन्डिडेट शुड बी प्रोएक्टिव्ह. म्हणजे मनाने तुम्ही काहीतरी चांगल्या गोष्टी ऍडिशनली करता ज्याच्यामुळं त्या कंपनीचा किंवा त्या एखाद्या पर्सनचा ज्याच्यासाठी तुम्ही काम करत असता, दॅट पर्सन ऑर दॅट कंपनी गेट्स मोर बेनिफिट. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज दॅट प्रोएक्टिव्ह पर्सन. मग चौथी स्ट्रॅटेजी कुठली आहे कंपनीची किंवा कॉर्पोरेशनची, प्रोएक्शन. प्रोएक्शन मध्ये काय होतं, द कॉर्पोरेशन सिक्स टू गो बियॉन्ड द इंडस्ट्री नॉर्म्स अँड अँटिसिपेट्स future expectations by doing more than what is expected. So these 4 strategies are there. So can you tell me now what is having व्हेरी लिस्ट परफॉर्मन्स अँड व्हॉट इज हॅव्हिंग द बेस्ट परफॉर्मन्स. म्हणजे कॉर्पोरेशननी ह्याच्यातलं कुठलं टाळायला पाहिजे आणि कुठलं ऍक्सेप्ट करायला पाहिजे आउट ऑफ दिस 4 स्ट्रॅटेजीज. तुम्हाला कन्सेप्ट तर समजला. कॉर्पोरेशन सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिव्हनेसचा अर्थ काय आहे की एखाद्या सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जर आपण कॉर्पोरेशनला दिल्या तर त्या सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वरती ती कॉर्पोरेशन कशी ऍक्ट होऊ शकते. ह्याच्या 4 स्ट्रॅटेजी आहेत. रिॲक्शन, डिफेन्स, अकोमोडेशन आणि प्रोएक्शन. सो विच इज द स्ट्रॅटेजी विच शुड बी नॉट फॉलोड? फर्स्ट टेल मी.
Reaction.
Yes, reaction. Okay, reaction means totally you are not accepting, so that should not be followed. Then, and what should be adopted by that corporations? Which should be adopted by the corporation? कुठली आहे स्ट्रॅटेजी चांगली यातली सगळ्यात? Yes, now you give answer, please. Yes, Meenakshi. Reaction should be avoided. कुठली स्ट्रॅटेजी सगळ्यात चांगली आहे ह्यातली जी कॉर्पोरेशन्सनी फॉलो करायला पाहिजे?
Proaction.
प्रोएक्शन. हे बघा स्टेप मध्येच आहेत त्या तशाच. रिॲक्शन म्हणजे टोटली अपोज करणे, डिफेन्स म्हणजे ऍक्सेप्ट करणे ही आपली आहे, त्याच्यावरती ज्या एक्सपेक्टेड करेक्ट नुसतं ऍक्सेप्ट करून काम होत नाही. आय ऍक्सेप्ट इट इज माय मिस्टेक, बट इफ यू आर not taking corrective actions on that accepting is has no meaning. So defense म्हणजे काय? फक्त ऍक्सेप्ट करणे, त्याच्यावरती करेक्टिव्ह स्टेप्स न घेणे. अकोमोडेशन म्हणजे हा सोसो अप्रोच झाला, फक्त दाखवण्यापुरतं करण्यासारखी एखादी गोष्ट. अकोमोडेशन म्हणजे काय? यू ऍक्सेप्ट इट इज युअर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, यू टेक सम करेक्टिव्ह ऍक्शन्स टू अवॉइड दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एरर or to avoid that particular thing which is creating any negative impact on the society. That is accommodation. And proaction means what? The thing which is expected by you as a part of the responsibility that you are doing, but along with that some additional thing, future expectations by doing more than what is expected. तुमच्याकडून जे एक्सपेक्टेड आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त काहीतरी चांगलं मनाने करणं, त्या अप्रोचला काय म्हणतात? प्रोएक्शन. So these are the 4 strategies which can be implemented by the corporation for any social responsibility. Okay, so this is the one more point related to the CSR. Okay, आज आपण काय बघितलं बघा. Just if we have to revise the things. CSR चं जे मॉडेल आहे त्यातले 3 लेअर ऑलरेडी आपण आधी स्टडी केले होते. त्यातला चौथा लेअर आपण बघितला आता, philanthropic responsibility. Then next point we have seen. Okay, if someone has unmuted, please mute yourself. Hello. Please mute yourself if you are not talking. Okay. So second thing we have seen, what are the outcomes of this corporate social responsibility? What are the outcomes? So we have seen, because of that CSR and for understanding the corporate social responsibility, corporations have formed some social policies which are good for their stakeholders. Again, some social programs have been organized for that corporations which explain the awareness about the social responsibilities, and obviously its impact on the society is very good. So the charities got benefited, the employees got benefit, the customers have got benefit. So obviously that's the impact as impact will be obviously good. Then next we have seen corporate social responsiveness. So for any social responsibility, what are the 4 ways in which the corporations can give respond? So reaction, then defense, accommodation and proaction. So these are the 4 ways in which the corporations can give response to the social responsibilities. Okay, so that points we have seen. In the next lecture, we will see one new point, that is stakeholders theory of firm. Okay, so we will start that point in the next lecture. Okay, so we will stop today. Just type your number in the chat box and you can leave the meeting. Okay, for A division students, just a minute. So for A division student,